my second grade. Guess what? It's Friday. It's Friday. Friday's my favorite day. Hey! All right, here we go. For Fun Friday, it is April. Woo! Dropping things. It is April Friday. We're in the first week of April. It is the 3rd. The abbreviation for April. Capital A, P, R, period. April is 1, 2, 3, 4. January, February, March, April. The 4th month of the year. And we said it is the 3rd. Ooh, that's kind of light. Let's give you a darker color. That's better. Don't forget your comma between the year and your dash between. And it is, that's very light. It is 2020. Why are these markers so light? (4-3-20). Let me move you a little bit closer so you can see our place value. Place value 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 groups of 10. And then I have, let me pull it out so you can see very closely how many flats I have. 400s. I have 1 and 2. So 2 groups of 100 make 200. Let's write that in expanded form. If my number is 254, the value of the 2 is, shout it out, 200 plus the value of the 5 and the 10s, 50 plus the value of the 4 and 1s is 4. 200 plus 50 plus 4 makes 254. Moving on. This season is spring, and we had some clouds and sun yesterday, and I think we will have it again today because it's supposed to be nice, it's supposed to be warm, and we are supposed to have a warm weekend. Let's hope for it. Hope and pray, right? I'm going to move my clock closer. And it says, what time will it be in 30 minutes? So on this clock, first let's figure out what time it is. My shorthand is between the 1 and the 2. It looked a little long, so I'm trying to make it a little bit shorter for you. That's a little easier to see, right? It's between the 1 and the 2. So we go with the hour before. What comes before? 1. And then we need to count all the way by 5s to the 7. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So it is 1:35. And they want to know what time it will be 30 minutes later. So let's go ahead and put this time on my little clock. You have the same one in your math book. Okay? 35. It's the same. Same as this guy. Okay? Let's count 30 minutes. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now it has switched to 2 o'clock. 30. 30 minutes later would be 2, 5. 5 minutes after 2. How would I write that on my paper? 30 minutes later, it would hop 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It would become 2. And I can't just write a 5, can I? I have to write 2 digits for my minutes. So 205. It would be 2:05, 30 minutes later. Good work, guys. Okay, let's move on to our math today. And today we have a unique situation. If you don't know what unique means, I will give you a synonym. A synonym for unique is unusual or out of the ordinary or odd. So we have an unusual situation for math. Let me go to present mode and you will see what I mean. If you need to pause this video to get your Go Math book, you should do that. And you know what I just realized? I have a word problem on the back of my board and I didn't go over it yet. Let's go over it, guys. Woo! My goodness, and this is a fun one too. Are we ready? If you pause to get your Go Math book, that's fantastic. But let's do this first. Mrs. Ridings buys 3 bottles of hand sanitizer that cost 98 cents each. She also buys 2 rolls of toilet paper for $2.50. I thought we'd have some fun with quarantine stuff. How much did she spend in all? So if we have these words in all, what did I teach you? Are we adding or subtracting? Come up with a plan. We will add. So we need to add all of these things. There's a lot of items to add. Imagine going to the grocery store. 3 bottles of hand sanitizer, and they're 98 cents each. So I have to add 98 cents, 98 cents, 98 cents. So let's go ahead. We've done that before. We've added 3 numbers together. Do I have any numbers that can make 10? Not exactly. They make more. Do I have any doubles facts? Yes, sirree. Remember doing this? 8 and 8 would make what? That would make 16. And then 16 plus 8 more. So some of you may be thinking that's like 3 times 8. That would make 24. So we put our 4 and regroup the 2 on top of the 9s. Now let's see here. We do have some doubles facts as well. So we have 9 and 9 make 18. 9 and 2 made, because we regrouped 2, 11. So now we have to think 8 and 1, 9. And 1 and 1 make 2. Now we're talking about money, boys and girls, so we need to count 2 decimal point places. So for hand sanitizer alone, I spent $2.94. Did I buy anything else at the store? Toilet paper. I got 2 rolls at $2.50 each, so we need to add that together. $2.50 for 1 pack of toilet paper and $2.50 for another. All right, 0 and 0, 0. 5 and 5, 10, regroup your 1. 2 and 2 make 4, plus 1 more makes 5. So just on toilet paper, I spent $5. But we wanted to know how much I spent in all. How much did I spend on hand sanitizer? I spent $2.94. And how much did I spend on 2 rolls of toilet paper? $5. Now, when we're adding, remember, doesn't matter if the larger number's on the bottom or the top. The add-ins can do the switcheroo. Let's find our total. I'm going to use a red pen so you see it better. Ready? Here we go. $2.94 plus $5. 4 and 0 makes 4. 9 and 0 make 9. Decimal point. 2 plus 5? 7. How much did Mrs. Riding spend in all? $7. Make it darker for you. And 94 cents. Very good, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed that fun problem. I thought it was kind of fun to try. Okay, put my markers back. Now, back to that unusual or odd situation. Let me go to present mode. In our Go Math books, we're on page 533. This is our chapter review. Now, normally when we do a chapter review, you're followed up with a test. I am not going to be testing you on this. On Monday, we will start with our Seesaw website. Mr. Gilger sent all of you on Parent Square your login information. So have mom and dad check for you. And I should be able to give you something on there that you can send back to me and I can grade. But for now, we're just going to do our chapter review together, okay? All right, let's take a look at number 1 on page 533. I'm going to zoom in, guys. All right, let's listen.
1. Andrea pays $2.15 for a jump rope. Fill in the bubble next to all the ways that show $2.15.
Okay, so our choices are 2 $1 bills, 1 dime, and 1 nickel. So 2 $1 bills would make $2. A dime and a nickel make 15 cents. So yes, I would bubble that one in. 1 bill, 4 quarters, and 1 dime. Well, we know 4 quarters makes 25, 50, 75, $1. So $1 bill and another $1.25 makes $2. And 1 dime, 10 cents. $2.10. Does that match $2.15? No. So that one, leave blank. 2 $1 bills, $2, and 1 quarter. How much is a quarter worth? Quarter, big and bold. You're worth 25, I am told. So this one, the third one would be $2.25. Does that match $2.15? Nope. $1 bill and 3 quarters and 4 dimes. I'm going to get my coins out to show you this one. So this one said a $1 bill and 3 quarters. Let's count these. 25, 50, 75, and 4 dimes. So counting up groups of 10, 75, 85, 95. Uh-oh, what comes after that? 10, 95, and a group of 10. Let's see, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. So that makes $1.05 and one more dime. 5 plus a group of 10. Think 10 plus 5 is 15. So I have $1.15 plus another dollar. $1 and $1 make $2.15. So your answer on your last part of number 1 $1 bill, 3/4 and 4 dimes does in fact, yes, it does make the $2.15. So we are going to bubble that one in, yes. So only the first one and the last one get bubbled in for number 1. All right, let's look at number 2.
2. The clock shows the time Michael eats breakfast. Write the time. Circle AM or PM.
All right, let's take a look. So he's eating breakfast. Do you eat breakfast before 12 noon or do you eat breakfast after 12 noon? You eat it before, so that's the morning. So that would be AM. Okay? Now, we have to figure out the time on here. So it's pointing the hour hands a little past the 7. So it's a little before. What comes before? 8 or 7? 7. And then we have to count by 5s for our minutes on the 2. Ready? Follow my mouse. 5, 10. So the time on this clock is 7:10. So when you write this, it should look like this. $7:10, and then we said it's AM. Okay, and then it says, how did you know whether to select AM or PM? What was that important question I asked you? I said, do you eat breakfast before 12 noon or do you eat breakfast after 12 noon? And we said we eat it before 12 noon. So we can write on that line, I eat breakfast. That's written up in the problem. Before 12 noon. So it's AM. If you need to pause to copy this down, that's fine. All right, let's move on to number 3. That's on the next slide.
3. Does the group of coins have a total value of 60 cents? Choose yes or no.
Okay, so 2 quarters and 1 dime. I have 2 quarters. What does that make? 25, 50 plus 1 dime makes 60. So the answer for that one is yes. 1 quarter, 2 dimes, and 3 nickels. Here's 1 quarter, 25. 2 dimes and a nickel. So 25, 35, 45, and a nickel. 50. Is that 60 cents? No. Let's look at the next one. I have 5 dimes, 1 nickel, and 6 pennies. Well, 5 dimes. Let's count by tens 5 times. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 50 cents plus a nickel would make nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents. So 55. And now let's count up 6 pennies. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Oh, we were so close. 61 cents is not 60, so that would be a no. Wah, wah. All right, we can do this one. 4 nickels and 20 pennies. Count by 5s 4 times. 5, 10, 15, 20. And we know 20 pennies is 20 cents because they're ones. So what's 20 plus 20? Well, I know 0 and 0 is 0. 2 and 2 is 4. So 20 and 20 make 40 cents. So that answer is no. Very good. Remember, you can always back up the video if you need. All right, moving on to 4. Tess gave Raul these coins. Tess says she gave Raul $1. Is Tess correct? Explain. Well, let's count this. 25, 50, and that's a dime. 60. That is not $1. Is 60 cents more or less than $1? Less. So we are going to write 25 cents plus 25 cents plus 10 cents equals 60 cents. So on your lines, I'll write that up for you. 25 cents plus 25 cents plus 10 cents equals 60 cents. Period. That is not $1. All right. So no, she was not correct. 60 cents is not $1. All right, let's look at number 5. Write the time that is shown on this clock. Okay, well that clock, let's look. Which hand is our hour hand? Good, the short hand. And the short hand is pointing at right on the 8. So our hour is 8. And our minutes get count 1 time by 5s. 5 minutes after 8. And we can't just write a 5. You have to write 05. Number 6. What time is shown on the clock? Fill in the bubble next to all the ways to write or say the time. So we have, let's look here. My mouse is on the screen. You can look or look in your book. The hour hand is between 5 and 4. Go with the hour before. 4, and then let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So is 4:35 a way to say that? Yes. Is 35 minutes after 4 a correct way to say that? Yes, because 35 minutes passed after 4 o'clock. So yes on the top two. 7:20. That is not correct at all. They mixed up their hour and minute hand. 4:15. That would mean 15 minutes after 4, and that is not correct. Okay, now boys and girls, on your math book, what we would always do is we would do just like we did the first page front and back together, but the next page, page 535 and 536, you are doing on your own. I want you to pause the video. Sorry, Gabe's happy. I want you to pause the video and come back, and I will have the answers up for you to check your work. If you are stuck on any of the problems and you don't understand how you got it wrong, please comment and message me on Parent Square or Facebook, and I will be happy to help. Okay? All right, so pause the video, and then when you're ready, unpause it to see the answers to check them. Ah, there it is. Okay, second grade, here are your answers to check your work on this on page 535 and 536. Number 7, they wanted you to tell me how much money she had in her pocket. $1 plus 2 quarters is 50 cents. And 2 dimes would make 60/70. $1.70 for number 7. Number 8, Kate's father gave her these coins. Write the value of the coins. Explain how you found the value. So let's count. The first 2 are what? Quarters. 25, 50, plus a nickel. 55, plus another nickel. 60 plus a penny, 61 cents. And I would say if you say how you were counting, you group them from the most to the least in the coins, the values, okay? You group them in the highest value first, the quarters, then the nickels, and then the least is the penny. 61 cents. Number 9, write the times the clock show. Okay, remember your short hands were the hour, the long hands were the minutes. You should have gotten 4:30, 7:30, 5 o'clock, which was 00. Number 10, I'm going a little quicker, guys, because you should be checking it, not just copying answers. Ben has 30 cents. Circle the coins that show that amount. Now, you may have circled each coin individual or a whole group. Either way is fine. But they were all what coin? Nickels worth 5. So you should have circled 6 nickels. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 6 times 5, or adding 5 6 times would give you 30. Number 11, Mia buys apples that cost 76 cents. Draw and label the coins to show a value of 76. So you might have a lot of different answers. Some of you may have 3 quarters and a penny. Some of you might have 7 dimes, 1 nickel, and a penny. Some of you might have 2 quarters, 2 dimes, a penny. Some of you might have 8 nickels, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Sorry about that. 14 nickels. And no, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Sorry, 15 nickels and 1 penny. Those of you that actually sat and draw 76 pennies, good luck. That's a lot of pennies. I usually tell you in the classroom not to draw that many pennies, but I think we've covered most of the ways. Some of you maybe even could have done 1 quarter and then did groups of 10. So 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. So 1 quarter, 5 dimes, and a penny is even an option. If you came up with another way that I didn't say and you are sure it's correct, feel free to comment and let me know. All right. That is the end of our first video for morning meeting and math. I hope it was kind of a fun one. I tried to make morning meeting fun with singing and the silly math problem. And I know that math problem has a lot of steps. That's why I did one that we would do together, okay? All right, remember, Monday, you need to log on to the Seesaw website or app if you downloaded it. That's where I will have all things. I will post that on Parent Square too, okay? See you back here for video 2.